everyone. We would like to present you our result for the Pkl project. But first of all, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Rimulyani.
My name is Pkl Report.
My name is Zahra.
My name is Amela Almahiana.
So the Pkl project is to talk with foreigners when we went to Yogyakarta-Semarang. So here we go.
So in our group, we divide into two groups.
Yes.
I'm with Lilik Agustina and Hairunisa with Sri Mulyani. So we did this project in Borobudur Temple. So the first question, how did you start a conversation with the foreigners? So we asked to them, first we give like greeting, hello, excuse me, like that, and then we ask them to take a picture with us. Can you take a picture with us? So they respond us willingly, so we can continue our conversation with them after take a picture. And then the second question, did you understand what the foreigners say? Yes, I did. And then the third, did you ask the foreigner to repeat what they say? Why or why not? I didn't repeat what they say because I interest with what they are talking about, and then I get to pay attention with them when we did the conversation. And then the fourth, did you think the foreigner understood your English? How did you know? When we ask them question, they answer me with like what I want, what the answer that I want. So I think I thought that they understood what I said with my English.
So for the next question is, did the foreigners ask you to repeat what you said? Why or why not? No, because we think that when we start the conversation from the start until the end, and then the foreigners just answer it very well. And then the next is, for number 6, did you think your conversation with the foreigners ran well? How did you know? Yes, of course, our conversation with the foreigners is run very well, because as I mentioned before that when we talk with the foreigners, we just like go with the flow, and then just we ask and then they repeat, we ask and they repeat. And then the next is, did you think they met the conversation with you willingly? How did you know? Yes, we know it when before we start the conversation with the foreigner, we ask them to, do you have a time with us? And then we just mention we have a project from our campus, and then so they agree with it, and then like I see his what is that expression is like interesting, and then like excited with us. And then the last is, did you encounter any cultural shock when you have a conversation with the foreigners? Actually we not, but the foreigners is got the culture shock from us, because we tell about in our city there is a floating market in the river, and then so he's just like, wow, that's great, that's really cool, and then he wants to visit our city next time.
So the next question will be delivered by me. Number 9. Did the foreigners use any expressions or figurative languages that you did not understand? If yes, what did you do to overcome it? So when we had the conversation with the foreigners, actually we talk smoothly, like easily, because we just use easy language. So did the foreigner. So he did not use any figurative speeches or any hard expression that we did not understand. So the conversation went really good. And then number 10, did you use any code switch when you talk to the foreigners? Why or why not? So when we did the conversation, actually before we talk with the foreigners, actually me and my friends like, who should go first? And we just like go with the flow. We will ask first and we will continue and so on. And then did you use any body signs to help you talk to the foreigners, and how did it help? Actually, I did not use any body sign because we just like maybe the body signs like this, and that's all. Nothing difficult. And then number 12, when you had the conversation, did the foreigners answer your question as you expected? I think so, because we just asked some simple questions that relate to our countries and then his country, so he could answer our question willingly and not like maybe not thinking too hard about it. So yes, I think he did answer with the answers that I want them to.
For the next is, when you had the conversation, did the foreigners answer your question briefly and clearly? I think yes, because when we had the conversation with the foreigners, they answer our question with briefly and clearly. And the next question is, when you had the conversation, did the foreigners answer your question directly without thinking about something else first? I think yes, because when we had the conversation with them, they answered the question directly without thinking about something else first. For example, when I asked them, can I ask some question for you, and they said yes, of course, like that. And then for the last question is, when you had the conversation, did the foreigners answer your question or change the topic of the talk? I think not, because when we had the conversation with the foreigners, they answer my question, our question, but they not change the topic of the talk, but they like explain more of the answer our question. For example, when one of the foreigners, they can talk Indonesian, and I asked to her, can you speak Indonesian? And they said yes, of course, and they explained about that. So that's all for our review.
We really enjoy our trip and conversation with the foreigners, and we think we all have really many things to learn from them, from the culture, from their culture and our culture. Like we share our culture together. So that's all
For our video.
Thank you so much.
For your attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bye.